Yo, what's up, guys? Cameron here with another market recap of the Nasdaq. Today's February the 12th, 2026. It's a Thursday. Wanted to recap my trades that I took. Today I took shorts and I ended up winning $400. And that's across 5 accounts. I'm copy trading to 5 different accounts on Top Step X right now, and wanted to help you understand my mind today, what I was looking for, what allowed me to take this win. And yeah, today was another day where kind of Instagram was really disappointing, kind of seeing some of the people justify the reason why they were trying to take longs. Hopefully you guys are taking shorts. The one person that's watching this video, hopefully you're taking shorts if you're in the markets, period, or if you're on demo or wherever you're at. And yeah, I'm just gonna break it down right now, kind of like what I'm seeing, my logic behind my mentality and what I'm looking for. So yeah, here's the 1 hour chart on TradingView right now. We've been in a downtrend since the 28th, and I'm not really too sure why people I am, again, I've said this before on this channel, reversal trading is a big part of my trading strategy, trading reversals. I like to trade reversals. I feel very confident whenever I get a really good reversal setup. But also knowing how to take continuation trades is going to help you a ton. You can't be so locked in on a strategy where, you know, you can't always be trying to like take the fast break, right? Like fast break offense is sexy and exciting, but it's not the end all be all. Sometimes you just gotta know how to recognize momentum and roll with the punches or something. Not even roll with the punches, just be like water. Wherever the water's flowing, wherever the market's flowing, flow that way. That's how you make money, is you're in alignment with the markets, being going short or long, not trying to reverse, like take a either top tick or bottom tick a gnarly reversal move. I know, again, we've said on this channel, everybody loves a 7R inverse fair value gap setup. Everybody loves them, but they're just not always there. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into this breakdown of this 1 hour chart here. So as you can see, again, we've been in a downtrend since the 28th. Right here, this CSID bar, that is the confirmation for us to swing to the upside out of this bearish trend. We've already hit the break of structure and closed above that point here on these highs. That was our break of structure level. If we close above this will give us a confirmation that now the market has shifted to bullish market structure. Teaching you guys how to read market structure right now. This is the same, the highs, the lows, the highs, the lows. You got a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower highs, lower low, higher high. It's like, okay, we got a higher high and we broke structure. We're in an uptrend. No, we're not. You actually have to close above 2 logical levels in order for the market structure to shift. And we can see that we have rejected this area 1, 2, 3, and now 4 times. On the 4th time, this is today right here, this leg right here. The market dumped. This is like a 400-point move right here. 25.40, and now we're 24.90 now. So yeah, that's a 500-point dump today that we've had. And it's honestly not surprising because you can see, the market, the market acts kind of like, it's like a staircase. You can think of it. So we have this and then a step down and a step down. Then we had a step up, then we had a step down, and then a step down, and then a step down, then we had a step up, and then What do we have after that? Let me turn that. How can I turn that off? Okay. How do I get back to the selection tool? Here we go. We'll go back into the brush tool. Brushy. And now we have step down. And we might have another step down. So that's what market structure looks like, guys. Again, not really understanding why people are looking for longs when we can see we're stair-stepping down. We're stair-stepping down. The stairs are going down. Why are you trying to go up stairs that are going down? It's like you going up an escalator that's going downwards. Like you're running in place like on a treadmill. Unproductive. So don't do that. We had another step down here, and it's because we have this bearish liquidity pull from these 1 hour order blocks guarding the CSID line. You can't, the one time we actually even closed into it, like we wicked into it, closed into it, immediately closed out of it, immediately. Strong bearish order flow out of it, closing below the candle bodies and creating a lower low here, a much lower low here. So don't trade against the trend, guys. I mean, if you are, you can make money on longs. There's opportunity to make money here, make money here, make money here, make money here. Not to say that you can't make money on longs in a downtrend. It's just probably not where you want to be focusing on, because as we know, trading it's a matter of probabilities, and the probability is that longs are going to work more often than, shorts are going to work more often than longs in a bearish market structure. So let's go ahead and get into today's trade that I scored. So we have market open right here. Let's go ahead and get into this. There we go. I love that. Love that view. Market open right here, and we have a break of structure. I wouldn't even say it's a break of structure, because we had this like kind of reversal up here in pre-market, right? We have this reversal up in pre-market. It's like low-key inverse fair value gap setup right here. And I think this was also having to do with the housing reports, existing home sales, so which is down. Mortgages, so it looks like our mortgages, home sales are slowing, which I don't think is a surprise to anybody. But we have this manipulation up off of that for whatever reason. I'm not really too sure why. Lower than expected, lower than forecasted home sales is a driver for stock market growth. I'm not really too sure. But we have this manipulation up, and we have this bearish intraday market structure. So closing above here would have been break of structure to the upside, but here's like a continuation point right here, this most recent low. We closed below it, and that's immediately whenever I got in. I waited for the candle closure confirmation, and these are the levels of the trade that I took today. And that's what it looked like. I just went ahead and marketed in after I saw that break of structure that also created a bearish fair value gap, put my stop behind the fair value gap, so the fair value gap has to be invalidated, which is a clear signal. If your fair value gap gets disrespected and invalidated, that's a clear signal that you were wrong about your trade. A logical place for me to put my stop behind, targeted these unmitigated Asian lows that were still waiting to be drawn at the time. That was my setup. won me $400 today across 5 different accounts, netted me, it was like right under $2,000 after broker fees and commissions. And yeah, that's about it. That's as easy as it was. Sometimes, it's not super complicated. Trading fair value gaps, break of structure, super simple. We had this chop right here. The market kind of like didn't know where it was wanting to go. Was it going to go up? Was it going to go down? Was it going to go up? Tap into these liquidity pools, retest this again. There was also a 1 hour fair value gap up here that I thought it might tap into and come back down. Or was it just going to go down? It just decided to go down. Just stayed patient through this. Also waited until 9:45 to start taking trades, which is within my trading plan. This setup aligned perfectly. And that was the setup today, guys. Hope that you guys found some value out of this. If I could just show you one thing really about today that helped me, it's also your daily biases. So we had London consolidation. So here's our 3 profiles. We either have London manipulation, NY reversal. We can get London manipulation and reversal. New York session continuation. And then we can also have London session consolidation, which that was today, into NY manipulation and reversal. So the latter of the two, and whenever you're doing these London manipulation or reversal, make sure you're putting, if it was a manipulation, what type of manipulation was. Was it a bullish manipulation? Because the NY reversal is going to be a NY bearish reversal. Or was it a London bearish manipulation? Then it'll be a NY session bullish reversal. And same things for these down here, except for this London consolidation. You don't really know if NY manipulation or reversal. You don't know if it's going to be this or that. In this case, we had a bullish pre-market manipulation, which then turned into a bearish reversal after it. So I had recognized this, that the London session today we consolidated. So I was looking for a manipulation and a reversal. So we got a bullish manipulation, and then I was like, okay, we just had our manipulation. Now let me look for the New York bearish reversal. I was already expecting it. Again, we waited, right? We had that chop, that initial opening range chop. Let me turn off kill zones. And then it broke, and I was like, okay, we're dumping. We're dumping today. Shorts. And it's with the trend, and it makes sense because there's liquidity pools above that we've tested multiple times and failed, and we haven't broke the level where it shifts the market structure. I mean, just all the logic lined up, and I felt very confident taking that. And we had large logical exit liquidity as well, Asian lows. I mean, unmitigated Asian lows, there it was. So those are some of the factors that went behind me taking this trade, writing this manipulation into Asian lows. So if I can give you one thing today, again, is just to understand market structure, understand your biases, and yeah, just understand before you get into the markets, before you start trading, just understand the context behind like what's been happening for the past like maybe 2 weeks, 2 months, and understand what's been happening for the past session as well, past 2 session blocks. New York pre-market, London session. What happened then? understand how that gives you color and context, it's not always going to be a 100%. Those daily profiles that I showed you, sometimes they fail, but I would say 80 to 85% of the time they're correct. It's super weird. It's super weird. I would put it up there in terms of like power of 3 or AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I would put it up there with that type of like market structure understanding with like the repeated patterns. It's in that similar vein of that, where it's not right all the time, but it's right enough of the time to where you kind of can't ignore it, and you definitely need to have it on your radar, especially whenever you're setting up before market open, charting out your levels, understanding what the market has done and what it's positioning itself to do. That's all I got today. Really appreciate you guys sticking through the video. Hopefully I'm adding value to, I know it's the initial stages of the channel spinning up. It's probably only 1 or 2 people watching the video, but if the 1 or 2 people that are watching the video, if you got some value out of this, I encourage you to engage in some way, shape, or fashion, whether it be liking, commenting, subscribing, and want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for kind of taking time out of your day to watch these, and we will catch you in the next one. Good luck in the markets.